Hi guys, today I fancy, oh my god, do you know I've not been out for 5 minutes. I just went to get a drink of water before I started. Can you see it? Flipping Doris has stepped into my clay. That cat's going to be the death of me. Yeah, so I made this the other day, didn't I? I've seen that a few of you have already tried it. I just fancied doing a lighter one, like a lime dark. So I've basically got all the same colours I used in the last one, which is Mocha, Cowboy and Sandcastle, which were the soufflés. Again, you don't have to use soufflés, guys. It's the only colours I had in brown tones. What I've done is I've mixed them together. So I'll just explain to you. I've mixed a little bit of the Sandcastle with white, and I've got this just off white colour. This is them two mixed together with a tiny bit of brown in, and this is all three mixed together. So I can't tell you the exact bits I used, guys, because I started doing it and then thought I may as well film it. But I've basically just gone for lighter wood colours. So I've got like a mid brown tan colour, off white, and a grey beige colour. And we're just going to do exactly the same thing again, except I'm just going to keep the white thin. Because looking at a few pictures of lime dark, the white parts of it always seem to be the thinnest part. So I'm going, these are already conditioned on A3. I'm just going to take a bit off and knock it down to a 6, and this is going to be totally on 6. So this will have half 3, half 6, half 3, half 6, and this will be all 6. So I want to keep those layers of the 6 very, very thin, of the white very, very thin. So I'll go and sort them out and just clean up a bit of this stuff and make sure there's no cat fluff hanging around. And I'll be back in a sec. Okay guys, that's done. I'm just going to pop that white to one side and the beige, brown to one side, and we'll just cut these ones out. So I've got a piece on a 6 and a piece on a 3. We still need to make our little sausage, which I'm going to do with the thinner one, I think. Let me just get my cutter. I'll just go down this and cut some pieces off. And I'm just going to use this other piece for my sausage in a minute. Let me just get them scraps off it. Yeah, and this is my thicker piece. I might get 4 out of this one if I do my little trick. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect, guys. As long as you've got reasonable layers, it'll be fine. So that's the light beigey tone done. In fact, I might just use one of these thinner pieces for a sausage, because there was a lot, wasn't there? Okay, so I'm just going to save a thin piece for a sausage, and I'll just put that other bit in my scraps. And again, we're just going to cut these out. I've got 4 thin. these all together. Get them bits up. And then I've just got my thin off-white. I'm just going to get as many as I can out of this. Because I want there to be quite a lot of light in it. Oh, that was handy. I think I've just... And I'll just pop these to one side. Can use these little scraps to make bits up with. Da, da, da. I could have fast forwarded this bit, guys, but I just like going through all the steps with you. Seems to make more sense than just keep cutting away and you'd be coming back and it half been done. Right, let's put them scraps to one side. Okay. Oh, so just for my sausage, I'm just going to take a thin piece of each. In fact, I think I'll trap the white in the middle. I can pick it up. Yeah, I'm just going to take a thin piece of each. And then I'll just roll it up into a sausage. And that'll do. So we've got a little twirly sausage. And then if you remember, we do the end pieces again that give us that little curve in the middle. So I think, again, I think I'll just take, what have we got? Thin, thick, thick. I'll do a thick one, a thin one. How many thin ones of them have we got? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'll do a thick. And we're just going to, I'm going to make sure the white's on the outside so it stays thin. We're just going to fold that over and I'll do another one. Maybe do the opposite colours this time. So a thick one of that. And a thin one of that. And keeping the white on the outside. So I've got my 2 halves and my sausage that'll go in between them for half the stack. Right, so let's get started. How many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can put nearly a white in between each one. So I'm just alternating. Oh, let me just get that a bit straighter. I think I'll put my little thing in now. Just because it'll just be a bit off centre then, won't it, if that makes sense. So I'll just put those in there like that. And then I'll just alternate again. We just stretch them a little bit. And I've got quite a bit of white left, so put a white on the top and then the bottom, I think. So white on the top. I'll just give that a roll and give it a flip and pop this other white piece on the bottom. And I'm just going to give it all a roll so that all the layers catch up. I think this one's a bit beefier than the last one we did, but you can see in there the rolls and the doodads. Right, so that should be okay now, and I'll just bring it back up into a squat block, which will be better for slicing through. Corners come up a bit, but I'm sure it will be fine. And I'm just going to let that rest a minute, guys, because it has got extremely sticky. It's possibly to do with the fact that some of that white Premo's in there as well, with the souffle. So now that's warmed up a bit, it's got a bit tacky. So I'll just let that rest a minute, guys, and I'll come back and we'll slice and make a couple of pendants. Hi guys, okay, this has rested a little while. Let me get my other blade that's a bit sharper. I'm just going to cut 2 chunks of this off quite thick. And if I do them that way, let me just stretch that edge out a bit where it's gone a bit winky woo, and I'll put those 2 together. And again, the whole knack for this one, guys, one of the girls had made it and posted it in group. Oh, I've just realised my microphone isn't plugged in again. Sorry guys, not today at all. I had my jab yesterday, and I just feel a bit out of sorts. I don't know if it's the jab or if it's just me. So yeah, this looks better when it's stretched. So make sure, oh heck, I've just knocked my tub over. Make sure that you stretch it out when you're doing it. So I'm just gonna stretch it that way. I think I'll maybe take that down to a 2 and stretch it out a bit more. I'll just pick it up and do it again, because it sticks to your board, doesn't it, if you know what I mean, and it doesn't want to stretch then. Oh, I slid off that more than rolled it. There we go. So we've got a nice funky wood pattern, and you know, it's I'm not so much going for the, I'm just going to spray a little bit of alcohol on my cloth. I'm not so much going for a uber true look, if that makes sense. I'm just going for a wood like finish. You know, if you did this with really thin layers, you'd probably get where's my circle cutter? Do you know? Not all there, right in front of me. Yeah, if you did it in absolutely thin layers, you would probably get a more true wood. But I thought this was just like a retro look rather than you know, a wood, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to do a circle in this one, and I want to catch those 2 pieces in there, so where's me doodah? Forgot what it's called. You're all shouting at the screen again, aren't you? Me form, me green thing. Let's get this picked up. I didn't burnish it, did I? But to be fair, there's no marks on it because of the roller, so I think I'll get away with it. There's no divots in it, so it'll be fine. So I'm just going to pop this on my form and just gently pat it down. Like so. It's a bit off centre, that one, so I'll just pick it back up again. Just realign it. So the thing with this form, it's sometimes hard to get your thing central. There. Let me just get a little bit of paper just to help me, because I don't want to put any fingerprints in it. There, that's better. Should I put a bail on the back when it's done, or shall I put a hole in it? I think these are a bit more, you know, that they lend themselves to this, don't they? The big hole in. So I think I will. I'll just put a hole in again and have it like a strung one. There we go. Nice hole in that one. Can I do anything with these scraps, do you think? I don't know if they'll line up, if they'll look odd. Yeah, I think they might just have to be used for filling or for a bead or something. But yeah, I'm just going to do one, guys. I'll just pop it in the oven, and I'll see you when it's baked. See you in a minute. Hi guys, it's all baked. I'll just give the edge just a little sand. It didn't need much. So this, with the bits of scraps that were left over, I just made this simple pendant. I'll just pinch the cord off this one, save me cutting another bit up, just to show you them both corded up, really. If I can get it out, come on. So yeah, I'll just pop this one on here. Let's do it that way for a change. Go on, through you go. Oh, I still feel out of sorts, guys. I don't know what's up. Oh yeah, I'm twisting. Yeah, I think I might just go and put my feet up and watch a bit of TV. So there's that one, very simple. Could be quite a masculine one. And then I've got some, you know how I love these with the cord on and the ribbon. I've just dug a brown one out, and I'm just going to simply pop this through, and do my little, in fact I probably won't have to do it with this, will I? No, I don't have to, because it's so thick. So I'll just pull them tight. So there we go, we've got a couple of nice pendants there. Just having a bit of fun, guys, with some bits of clay I've got. There's the original. So same thing, just obviously I've used lighter colours in it, a little bit grayer looking, but again, funky looking. Surface is lovely with that souffle, so I don't need to do anything. There's no fingerprints in it or anything. And I'll leave it there, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Like I say, I was just playing and thought I may as well video it. So there's a few bits, and I shall see you all in the next video. Bye.